It's time for our weekly roundup of the top 10 stocks on Wall Street Bets, and I'm going to give you a professional investor's opinion if any of these make sense to buy. Now, I am competing in the US Investing Championship, and I am ranked 27th in my division right now. And in fact, 12 outliers, 12 of our customers, including myself, are in the US Investing Championship. And about half of them are beating me, which is really, really exciting. There's my name right there. So let's take a look at the first one here. Actually, we need to start with the market. Let's see what the market's doing these days, right? So the S&P 500 has a buy signal. However, we have really been struggling with this area right here. Been struggling hard with this area. And in fact, all of my analysis is done on a daily basis live here on YouTube. Be sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Where we had the buy signal come through and I said, I'm not taking the trade because it's inside of this order block. What is an order block? An order block is an area of support or resistance like this is right here. And every time it comes up into this, it's been rejected back down over and over and over. Now, it won't be like that every time. At some point in time, we'll have enough buyers to push through, but that's the exact reason why I did not take this trade. Now, you can make your charts look exactly the same as mine. You jump into our Discord, and we have the same order block indicator that you're looking at right now available for free for those outliers. But the market, geez, we're back to a downtrend. The 10 EMA has gone under the 20 EMA and prices under the 50 EMA. Now, this is not the first time it's happened over and over and over, and prices are still at the exact same price as they were in October. This has been a very volatile, very choppy sideways market. So if you're struggling, I get it. This has been a very difficult market to trade in. So the market has a bearish trend with a buy signal, but I'm not taking that signal. Let's go look at the market breadth. This is super important when you look at any stock, right? Because when you look at any stock out there, and we're going to look at SoFi in just a minute, the market counts for 40% of the move. The sector counts for 30% of the move, and the stock counts for the last 30% of the move. So you need to be aware of what's going on in the market as well as in the sectors. So let's zoom this over, and we can see right here, the green line represents the percentage of our stocks. We cover 9,000 stocks that have buy signals versus sell signals. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. It's down at 28% right now, meaning 72% of all the stocks we cover have a sell signal. Only 28% have a buy signal. So the market's not looking so hot. The trend is not great. The signal is bullish, but not a signal that I'm taking. And I just told you the reason why I wouldn't. And in fact, it's lit up right here on the chart. And then lastly, the breadth of the market's not looking so good. But before we get into any of the top 10, what about SoFi? SoFi bros unite, because ChatGPT is the SoFi bro. Check it out. Why is SoFi the future of finance? I just asked it that on a whim. If someone makes the case that SoFi is the future of finance, it usually rests on structure, not hype. Here's the strategic thesis behind SoFi and where it could realistically win, right? If you SoFi bros out there are super stoked right now, I don't blame you. Even ChatGPT loves SoFi. But let's go look at the stock, because as you and I know, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, this is not good. Let me clear my notes on here. This is not good. SoFi is in the midst of a stage 4 downtrend. This is not good at all. What is the stage 4 downtrend? Let me show you what the market cycle looks like. There we go, finally. Stage 1. Stage 2, where everybody feels like a genius in the bull market. Stage 3, moving averages crossing. Stage 4 is the big, scary, nasty downtrend. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. SoFi has been through this more than once. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 was huge. 3, 4. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, that's okay. I'll just double up now. I love this stock at $17. Do you though? Because that's the same price it was in July. That's the same price that it was in January of last year. That's the same price that it was in 2021. Do you really love it that much? Imagine if your house was the exact same price as it was in 2021. Would you be a happy camper if in 5 years the house that you bought has not appreciated at all? Probably not. Now, this is where Outlier saves you a ton of time, right? Because we got a sell signal back on December 9th. December 9th, right here. And it doesn't matter how much SoFi is the future of finance. You're not going to get paid in your bank account until the price of the stock goes up. And you did over here. I remember that. You remember that. It was great. Things are not so great right now. In fact, since that sell signal, SoFi's down 35%. It sold off over 7% in a single day on Friday. This is a very bad, ugly stage 4 downtrend. So if you're a SoFi bro, listen, I don't know how far this is going to go, and you don't either, right? Every time you thought you were buying the dip, it just kept on dipping. It just kept on dipping. Come on, clickies. Why are you not clicking for me? It's like the 7th time I clicked that. It just kept on dipping. So you don't want to buy the dip. You want to buy the rip, right? Don't buy the dip because you don't know how far it can dip. You do want to buy the rip because you just don't know how high you can rip. If you're smart enough to understand, don't buy the dip. You're smart enough to understand, buy the rip. And Outlier does all that work for you automatically for just 82 cents a day. Now, let's get over to this list right here. Let's start with Nvidia. And in fact, let's start a timer. Okay, I have 10 minutes to get through the top 10 stocks on Wall Street Bets. And let's start with Nvidia. Nvidia, looking really good coming up into earnings. In fact, this is one of my favorite trading setups, a stock that is a buy signal and an uptrend coming up into earnings. I love it. In fact, receipts are on YouTube, how much I was saying I love trading up into earnings. But I will not conclusively, period, full stop, under any reason, hold through earnings. And this is a great example as to why, right? Earnings happened. And what happened after that? The Nvidia is down nearly 10%. Nvidia is down nearly, actually, if I move this up a little bit, yeah, almost 10% after earnings. This market has been so brutal to so many stocks, and even the one that you thought couldn't go down, like SoFi, Nvidia struggling these days, right? The trend, the signal of breadth, we talked about that for the market. The sector, fear and greed, actually was pushing a little bit less fearful, slightly more greedy. Breadth in the sector, however, still crossed down, more sell signals than buy signals. The stock has a bearish trend now. Let's double check that. Yeah, it's got a bearish trend now for sure. The signal may be a buy, but it's going to flip to a sell here in just a couple days. Fear and greed was improving, and it crested this outlier block. Boom, crashed back down. This, my friends, is why you don't hold into earnings. Doesn't matter how good it is. Don't matter how many buy signals you have. Don't hold into earnings. The next one on the list is Netflix. Goodness gravy. Have you seen a stock that looks this bad other than SoFi? This has been on a sell signal since October 23rd. Netflix has been trending down for ages. It's been trending down longer than the kids from Stranger Things have been on Earth, right? Let's go to Netflix, NFLX. So the sell signal came on October 23rd. Since that point, it trended down 33%. Now, I know you Netflix bros are thinking, okay, it's all right, don't worry about it. We're up bigly, right? And I don't know what happened. Something happened, and Netflix is up bigly. Come on, clickies. Clickies are ignoring me today. It's up 13% in a single day. That's awesome. That's awesome. But to get back to break even where that sell signal came, it's got to go up 32%. 32%. So you got a long way to go, my Netflix bros. Sorry to tell you, I'm not convinced of it just yet. I'm not convinced of it yet just yet. There's that market cycle, by the way. Stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right. So if you're taking on Netflix, by all means, be careful out there. Be careful out there. How about Microsoft? Remember, Microsoft, it's a great stock. It can never go down, right? It can never go down. A wonderful stock. Oh, wait a minute. This is going to be a very similar story over and over and over. I don't know why. I really do not know why Wall Street Bets get so amped up about garbage stocks. But Microsoft is a garbage stock. But Chris, Microsoft isn't a garbage stock. It's one of the greatest stocks in the history of mankind. Don't you understand how important Microsoft is? Microsoft, the company, can be great. You may love Clippy. You may love all of their products. But you ain't going to love holding on to a stock that looks like this, right? All stocks are bad. Every stock is bad. Every once in a while it acts right. It is not acting right now. In fact, since November 5th, it's been on a sell signal, getting more and more fearful all the way down. Let's go look at Microsoft. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. In fact, from that sell signal, it's down 25%. And the notes that I was showing on here is, let's say that you were running the wheel strategy. This is what the notes were that I was trying to do. In fact, let me pause this real quick. Can I pause it? No, I can't pause it, so I got to be really quick. Let's say you're running the wheel strategy selling puts, and you got assigned Microsoft. You're like, oh, it's okay. I love the stock. And then it goes down 15%, and you're like, I still love the stock, right? That's okay. I'm going to sell calls against it. So you're going to sell calls as it goes down. Fine. That's fine. You do you, whatever. It's offsetting how much it cost you to get assigned the shares of stock when you were doing the wheel strategy. Well, maybe one day Microsoft rips higher, and it can happen, right? Remember AMD when it was crashing down and then immediately turned around and crashed back up? It can happen. And if you're selling calls trying to dig yourself out of a hole and then it rips higher, you're going to get the shares called away from you, and then you're going to guarantee and book a big, nasty, scary loss that you could have avoided completely by just having outlier for 82 cents a day and getting out of the way. All right? I don't want that to happen to you. Let's go to Duolingo. Why? Stock after stock after stock is so bad. DUOL. Stock after stock after stock is so bad. Why does Wall Street Bets buy these terrible garbage stocks? Tell me in the chat down below. I don't know. October 17th was the sell signal right here. And it's down how much now? 70%? Do you know how much it takes to get back to where that sell signal came? It takes 250%. It will take a 250% return from where it is right now to get back to the price where the sell signal came through. Right? I'm pretty sure that the 82 cents a day would be very well worth it to get outlier. So you don't have to have a stock that goes down 70% and then you hope and pray it goes up 250% just to get back to break. This is awful. Jeez Louise, these people. All right, what about Warner Brothers Discovery? They had some news going on. Let's go to WBD real quick. WBD. Did the merger come through? Let's see. Accepted a $31 per cash Paramount thing. Okay, cool. So here's the deal. I know what you're thinking. I'm going to buy it right here, and it's going to go to 31, and it's going to be easy money. Trust me when I say this. There is no free lunch in the market, okay? There is a possibility of it not working out. If this doesn't work out for some way or another, right? I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. If it doesn't work out for one way or another, it will collapse back down. Absolutely collapse back down. But as of right now, it's trading at 28.17 until it goes to $31 a share. Hear me out. Until it goes to $31 a share, there is risk left in this trade. Keep that in mind. Every day that goes by, it should drift closer. Should is the most dangerous word in finance. It should drift closer to that $31. If at any point in time it's not there, there is elevated risk here. All right, I'm just putting that out there. What about silver? Silver to the moon, baby, with a brand new buy signal. Let's go. Let's go. This is the trade you always wanted. Silver to the moon. To the moon. Here we go. Right, rocket ship's back. Right, I'll get your silver diamond hands ready. We got a buy signal. But in all reality speak, this is what you're looking for, right? It found a bottom right here, and then it's turning back around. I don't know how high it's going to go, but I do see that buy signal, and I like what I see. We can't talk about silver without talking about gold. Gold been sitting on a buy signal the last few days. Let's go to gold. Where's gold? GLD. Yeah, gold's trending up higher as well. Listen, I don't know what's going on in the marketplace because I don't follow news. I'm following price. I'm using the data that I see, just like I'm showing you right now, to evaluate, am I going to get in or am I going to get out, right? Like I say, I am competing in the U.S. Investing Championship. I'm 27th in my division right now. My entire trading plan, everything linked down below, 100% for free. You click it, you got it. That's my service to you. That's my service to you. And I hope that it helps. Let's go to Rocket Lab. Let's go to Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab, been sitting on a sell signal for a minute since January 22nd. It's been drifting down and drifting down. Let's go to Rocket Lab, RKLB. Drifting down and drifting down. What day was that? January 22nd. January 22nd. There we go. So this one, it's only down 22%. It's only down 22% since that sell signal came through. I honest to goodness, do not understand why Reddit has so many terrible garbage stocks on it, right? But Rocket Lab's not a garbage stock. It's a great company. I don't care. You're not getting paid if it's a great company. It doesn't matter how much the CEO is going to make if it hits one target or whatever, right? That doesn't matter. Where are you getting paid? You get paid when the price is going up. Where are you not getting paid? Where are you getting negative paid? Where are you getting money siphoned out of your account as the price is coming down? use the trend template. I showed you that. Apply it to any stock out there, including Rocket Lab, and it's going to make your life a lot easier. Let's go to the final one on this list, CoreWeave. CoreWeave. So we have 9,000 stocks in Outlier, but some of them don't have enough data. So we need at least 5 years worth of data. So looking at CoreWeave right here, I can't show you any buy or sell signals, but what I can show you is the sector is getting less greedy. I'm sorry, less fearful, more greedy. Sector breadth hasn't crossed over just yet, but it's really close. And it is in an uptrend right now. CRWV, CRWV. Oh, but then earnings. But then earnings. My friends, this is why we don't trade earnings over and over and over and over. Okay. Again, I'm doing my very best to help you out. If this was useful to you at all, do me a favor. Hit the like and hype button. This is something I'm really trying to... oh, my timer just went off. I just went 10 minutes. Hit the like and hype button. This is really helping us right now in the YouTube algorithm. So if you have the ability to hit the like and hype, I would really appreciate you to do so. And if you're ready to save time, make money, and start with less risk, click one of these two videos, and we'll talk soon.